announcement from Benjamin C. Steele talking to you about wearing a mask. Not this one, but this one. With everything going on right now with this pandemic, you need to wear a mask. My mask is for your safety. Your mask is for mine. I don't care what your uncles, brothers, best friends, mailman's roommate from college put on social media. Chances are they didn't think it through, and there's a very better than average chance that they're an idiot. So when you go outside, you put on your little mask over your face, put the little straps around your ears, and we're all going to be a lot safer. This is a team.
Zeke Mercer, one half of the Tag Team Champions. I'm here to tell you that if you want to be a champion, if you want to survive this thing, wear your freaking mask, okay? It comes in all different colors. You can get Eclipse Blue, JC White and Black, or even hell, Blue and Gold. But guys, please, also remember, please, it goes over the nose. Over the nose. Thank you.
What's up? It's the Gigabyte Grizzly Brohemian, and this is a messed up time we live in, so I need you all to do me a favor. Wear your mask. Like this, not like this, or like this, or like this, like this. Wear your mask. It's for your safety and mine. Because if I see you without one, I'm gonna pump kick a mask onto your face. Got it?
Parental discretion is advised.
This show is brought to you by Indy Wrestling US. Check out IWC, RWA, and more. And listeners like you, support this show at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up.
It is the Wrestling Mayhem Show. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on the Twitter, here in the Sorgatron Media Studios in Pittsburgh, PA. Ready to talk some wrestling with you and the Mayhem crew. As 744 Tuesdays, we've been talking about professionalized wrestling. With me from Beacon, New York, he is the only Mayhemmer with a future endeavor letter from the WWE. He is Mad Mike. He's man, he is like slam dancing over there in his seat. It's nuts.
Sorg. Live action Spider-Verse is happening.
Just read the news.
I am excited. I just want James Franco to eat some more pie and say it's really good.
I'm glad.
Strawberries.
I'm glad you're good. He's not excited for the Impact AEW crossover that's playing right now.
No. He's like, I could care less.
That is the voice
First of all, that company blocked me. So fuck them.
So you couldn't even know if you wanted.
You know, and this is my fault.
Exactly.
This is my fault. I've worked with Josh Matthews twice, and he I think directly does the Twitter account, and I haven't asked him yet.
Josh Matthews has actually unblocked me.
Oh,
but
good for
Impact
him.
still blocks me.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
That might be just the thing. One of these days I'll get the balls. There's so many things that there's that you don't only want to ask so many things of people you know in companies.
Yeah.
And I don't know if unblocking Mad Mike is that thing I want to ask of Impact Wrestling just yet.
You need to get a little higher up before that.
Yes. It's just like we know people that work for companies, and I'm
you
just
know
like,
what?
I'm
If
not
they
gonna...
want me to talk nice about their company,
Yeah.
they should let me see what they're doing. Because spoiler alert,
I
I'm
get
gonna
it.
go Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not
gonna
do
go
that.
to Twitch. It's
I
right.
looked.
Dude, I got broadcasting. What's wrong with Twitch?
I looked to see if they have access. If I have access TV.
Yes.
I looked. I do not.
I don't either, dude. I don't have
I know,
TV,
but
so-
Sorg, if it ain't on my TV, I ain't gonna watch it.
I know. Is this?
I watch enough
I
wrestling
know.
on my computer as it is.
Mike. Oh, anyways, Ziggy's here. Ziggy
Hi.
Haim's here. Finally, there's no snow.
Hi.
For a very special reason, and we don't have a lot of people in the studio anymore for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But we had a reason to have you in here in the studio, so thank you for joining us.
Yeah, of course.
No Ozzy this time.
No, he peed on the floor last night.
Which is fine. It's okay. It's a wood floor. We don't have carpet.
It is a wood
It's
floor.
fine. It's fine.
Imagine if he peed on an exposed wire.
Well, I hope I don't have an exposed wire around here. That's
Ozzy
on me.
peed on the floor, and then he said to Ziggy, "I knew I was going to do that 37 minutes ago."
Yeah, he's really good at looking me dead in the eyes while he pees in places that he shouldn't.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I'm just like,
Is it wait? Is it a "this is your fault" look, or is it the "I know what the hell I'm doing right now"?
literally both.
Okay.
It's like absolutely both.
It's like it's like a confliction of emotions, yet a determination.
Mother, I crave violence.
All right, Sorg, we have an update from the chat room.
We do.
Okay.
And I'm glad I'm not. This is why I don't want to watch wrestling on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Tina says the Impact Wrestling chat room was full of guys saying how thick the girls in the tag team match were.
Yo, don't read the chat rooms. Hold on a second.
Get off the chat rooms
Dude,
on
no.
Twitch while
Dude,
you're watching wrestling.
dude.
It's always bad.
I had it up while I was watching NWA Showcase earlier at Shockwave. Shockwave, and I was just like, oh no, this is not okay.
No,
this
never.
is not great. No.
When you're watching any form of wrestling on something that has like a comment section, like a live action comment section, turn that bitch off.
Yes.
Just do not look
Well,
at it.
except
It's bad.
the Wrestling Mayhem show.
Yeah.
Our live comments.
Okay,
are
but we're
lovely.
not live wrestling, so
Listen,
that's okay.
Listen, like we have had. Like,
I mean, we wrestle with our emotions.
We
a lot.
do wrestle
Yeah,
with
me
our
too.
emotions. We did have live leg wrestling one time between Chest Flexor and Bradley.
I wouldn't expect
So
it from anyone else.
There,
in this
there was
world.
fire involved.
Ask Brad.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, we've had that. We've had near nudity and actual nudity.
Near nudity and actual.
Yes. All of the male variety.
I'm sure.
So,
I was there for the actual nudity.
you were?
That was, I'm pretty sure.
Which one was that?
Which one? He says.
Didn't that happen at the 5th anniversary?
I don't really. What happened at the 5th anniversary? Was that the one
That was
in
the one
person
where we were in the
restaurant?
bistro.
In the
Yeah.
in the bistro downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like rented a room. We don't do
Sharp Edge Bistro.
Sharp Edge. Yes. Yeah, we did that. Who was naked? Who got naked?
Was it chest flexor?
I remember like
Yeah, I thought it was either Flexor or DeMarco.
All of those
ideally.
people are the
I mean,
ideal choice.
Most cases.
I thought it happened directly behind me, and it was like one of those things where I was like, I can't move or turn around because I'm going to get a face
You
full
will
that
see a
I
dick.
don't want.
That better be your knee, sir. Yeah. So in most cases they were involved, but I mean, I don't think those are isolated incidents. Fortunately / unfortunately, depending on your stance.
Yeah,
That's fair. Yeah.
So that's why Mike stuck around so long, because he's remote and hasn't had to be in person for those kinds of things. But
oh, Sorg, you know, if I was there, I'd still be there every week.
that's right, he would.
Come on, do I have a life? No.
Even in lockdown, he'd probably still be here anyways. Oh no, did it go away? Okay.
No.
It's weird.
Oh,
I
I would be there, and I would do the show in a hazmat suit,
I'd actually kind of love that.
you made
and I'd be Mad Mike.
I have to
okay.
go.
On that
I
note,
have to go.
yeah, we're done. And that was the shortest
Good.
visit
Okay,
we've
hold
had.
on.
Okay.
Who had
About
5 minutes in the pool for Ziggy wanting to leave after one of my
Okay.
finals?
Okay.
Yeah.
Who had 5 minutes?
You've won. Congratulations. I have to leave.
Anyways, before this goes down the tubes any further, let's at least get the business out of the way. Please check out everything at WrestlingMayhemShow.com, where you can find this and any other great past shows over the years, and some great our weekly shows and our interviews. Great interviews at Indy Mayhem Show. We got the awesome Colossal Mike Law joining us this Friday on that show, actually. And also hit us up at that email address. Good times at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Tweet us at Mayhem Show, and on the Wrestling Mayhem Show Facebook page and group, where we have a lot of great discussions, especially with all the crazy stuff going on these days. And we are live every Tuesday, well, until the holidays at least, at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And you know, that's not true. We will have something for you over the holidays in the works. So you should still have a reason to tune in on Tuesdays. But we'll be taking a little bit of a break. But yeah, we're live on Facebook Live, on the Twitter Periscope, on the Wrestling Mayhem Show YouTube page, and on the Twitch, which Mike doesn't like Twitch, as we just discussed, for Sorgatron Media. But you can join us there and be part of that and check us live wherever is convenient for you to get it on your television to watch.
I thought you got choked up there for a second. I was like, why are you crying? The way that you like.
To be fair, if I hear anyone sound like they're crying, I just assume 2020.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen,
I'm like, I get it, dude.
I just
Me
forgot
too.
to breathe sometimes when I'm doing the intro.
No, 100%. I get that. Me too.
2020.
Also 2020. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, why do you think I have an inhaler right here with me, Sorg?
Yeah,
Just in case.
yeah.
You never know.
Oof. Anyways, thank you to our Patreon supporters at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. Our friends at the fan of the show level, Diggity! As well as Ed Burke, Team Hammerfist, and at the Poppy Club level, our friends Dave Podner, and at the Pizza Club level, Doc Revney and Kyle Turner, and at the manager level, our friends Farnsworth at Farnsworth Investments and Bradley Ruthers, who has banned the usage of butts on this show.
That's Bradley.
Oh, wait, define usage.
Verbal usage.
Verbal usage.
Like, so you just can't say it?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I say ass?
That was not disclaimed, so yeah,
Okay.
it's been all ass all the time here.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
And show title. All ass.
All ass
the time.
all the time.
Yep. Who just yelled?
Oh,
Who just
boy.
yelled "Kiss my ass, Solomon Crow"? Oh, because he's on. Wow.
Solomon Crow.
Sammy
Crow.
Callahan. Wow.
You went into the Wayback Machine, sir, for
the,
no reason.
the way back and nobody gave a shit
Exactly.
machine.
Like, you
That's
pulled
like
that
watching
out of
New Japan.
nowhere.
Remember
That's
that?
like watching New Japan and saying, "Go kick rocks, CJ Parker."
Yeah. Like,
Yeah. Anyways,
That's the guy who chants Husky Harris at the Fiend.
yeah.
you're right.
That's
I
what
hate
that
that
is.
guy.
You're
He's
that
always
guy.
he's always by the microphone too. Anyways, speaking of Patreon, there's actually a lot of exciting stuff coming on Patreon. We have first of all, there's going to be a Patreon exclusive show recording in the near future. If you're on Patreon, you already got that message. If you're going to join Patreon before, I would say next week, you can go back in the archive and see that message. You are invited if you join by then.
Is it Solomon Crow?
It's not Solomon Crow. It's not part of that. No. Is that your new gimmick name? Is Solomon Crow?
No, I hate it. What? I cannot take anyone named Solomon. Like, I want to beat your ass.
Well, it's better than what Jeremiah Snake was his name in Lucha Underground.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my
yeah.
Wait,
God.
Jeremiah
The worst gimmick
Snake?
name,
Yes.
The worst gimmick name.
Jeremiah.
Like
He just
like,
does
I
real bad
love
with the
Lucha
first
Underground.
name.
What's up, Mike?
I love Lucha Underground.
Oh,
That
me
was the
too.
only miss.
That was the only miss. I think there's a couple other misses, but that was a big one.
That's such a bad. Oh, it's like he's doing it on purpose at that point. Like they're Solomon and Jeremiah. That's
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well,
Next thing you know, he's gonna go by Cameron. I don't know why I'm lumping Cameron in with those names. It seems to fit though.
also Patreon is getting a very well. They've already received a very special secret project that we've been working on that we are not looking to launch until the next year. Beginning of next year, maybe, presuming we get past this first episode. Yeah, no, special project. It's wrestling related, and you guys got a preview if you're on Patreon. If you want to be part of that, hit up patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. So I guess the big news, like we have Impact on right now. We start the show, like I said, about 9 p.m. Eastern time, and of course Kenny Omega is sconced with the AEW title and got in the car, and Don Callis said, "See you Tuesday." To which we're saying, why are they doing something on Dark for a change? And, and they're
those
like,
cards are like,
they're
like,
great.
but they're like long.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't realize how long AEW Dark cards are.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit.
It's a stack 2 hours.
That's a straight, like,
It's WCW
that's
Saturday
an
night.
indie wrestling. Like, we packed this card with all the names
Yeah.
we could. That's like an indie wrestling show long.
It's like they don't say no to enhancement
Anyone.
talent, and it's like, okay, we gotta fit them all in.
Like, it's really cool that they do that, and
Yeah.
I think that it's a really sick concept, and it's given a lot of people really good opportunities. But oh my god, I didn't realize how long the
Yeah.
cards were.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Ugh.
it seems like everybody's on there. Elijah Dean was just on. Lady Frost is on twice. So like, and just like other names across the indies. I go to interview some people, and I'm just like, oh wait, you were on AEW Dark back in like 6 months ago. Like, everybody's
like,
been
who
on
are
it.
Well, it's like if you look at like the video that you posted earlier this week from Impact,
Hmm.
the people who have been on Impact and you didn't realize it
Yeah.
half those matches were on Explosion.
Oh yeah. When they're like
Luchasaurus was on Explosion.
they were like
It
we
wasn't
have the New Japan Heavyweight Champion Shinsuke Nakamura on the special edition of Explosion. I'm like, what the hell?
You're like,
What-
excuse me?
Like it's really good that we have like these New Japan stars here and it's like on Explosion. It's like and no, Explosion is like the WWE Jacked or Heat or Velocity for
to be
TNA.
fair,
So
if you go to old episodes of Jacked and Metal,
Like
you'll
the
see
first ones
Bryan
were
Dan-
really good.
yeah.
You'll see Bryan Danielson, Christopher Daniels,
Mhm.
Bobby Roode. Like you'll see all the guys that TNA picked up.
And you're
then
like, why are you
with
here?
The Explosion. You'll see all the guys AEW picked up.
Mhm.
So when you go to AEW Dark, whatever the next big promotion is, those will all be people from AEW Dark.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Pretty
or
sure that's just how it works.
Or-
I just never realized how long they were, and then I saw like a whole a whole dark card like on in one place, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" Oh my God.
what is the show? What is this?
I was like, "What do you mean this is an indie wrestling event that I feel like I'm expected to sit in the crowd for like this whole thing and be excited, and it scares me. Like it brings back bad memories."
And originally it was like, because when they were in here in Pittsburgh, like it was like they had 3 matches before they went live, and they did like another 1 or 2 after, and then like the main event for Dark was like better than the actual show.
Yeah.
because it was like a three-way hardcore match with like Jimmy Havoc and whoever else,
I'm just
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just nuts. And
At least so live they split it up rather
Yes.
than okay.
Yes.
That's good. So you're not in
But
pain.
they also had 5 matches. You know,
Oh,
now that they have like their own facility, they can do whatever, whenever, and they're doing these double tapings, and they bring everybody in. They're just like, yeah, just go do some matches, man. Just see what happens.
just
you
go.
know? Like it
Have
is
fun.
it is a live. It is we're watching them literally spitball everything at the same time, and it's kind of awesome.
Right.
Because then you get Excalibur and Taz, who have to call over 2 hours of matches, and they don't know the other person for the most part. And usually Taz is like just trying to digest who the hell this person is, because they bring up in some.
It's like listening to your drunk uncles try and have a conversation.
But it's
really
great.
fun.
It's my favorite thing. I've mentioned this on the show. It's my favorite thing at 2 a.m. when I'm still trying to remember what we talked about, the right show notes to have on in the background, and just like see Taz lose his mind, and then Excalibur fuck with him some more. And
Also, Sting versus Taz. If y'all don't let that happen. If y'all don't let Sting versus Taz happen.
Okay, I'm gonna. I was saving my controversial hot take for the show.
All right, here we
Oh,
go.
God.
Here we
Okay.
go.
Okay.
Hot take.
Okay. Now keep in mind, I already knew what the surprise was on AEW because I have the internet. But I was
Yeah,
watching
fair.
AEW. I
I
was
had no
AEW.
idea. I don't internet anymore.
Oh no, I'm saying after it aired. I watched it
Yeah.
after. It aired.
Oh, I see.
I watched it after it aired. So you literally could not avoid it if you were on
No.
the internet. But I hadn't seen the reveal. I just heard Sting was on.
I
AEW.
still haven't seen the reveal. I
Oh,
just
okay.
know.
So-
you just know in your
I just
heart.
be knowing.
So I'm gonna paint the picture. Basically the lights go out, which in AEW can mean any one of 13 people are coming out, and then they show a video package of like you flying through an icy glacier.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like,
And-
oh God, don't bring Glacier into this.
Oh, I was thinking, oh God, please be Glacier.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to remember if the snow machine worked when Glacier came into Pittsburgh. I remember there was supposed to be snow, and I can't remember if it actually happened.
I would have died if Glacier just ran to the ring and started pelting Taz with roundhouse kicks.
Mhm,
Like,
mhm.
I would have lost my shit.
But it would be such a niche thing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I just can imagine like the casual watcher is like, oh, what a strange old man trying to cosplay as Sub-Zero. And then we're sitting there like, yes, Glacier, go off.
Which was basically Glacier at an indie show, because you're just like, what? Like,
Yeah.
no, half this crowd is here for Glacier. We
Half
are
this
here.
crowd is about to lose their mind.
Yes.
And then leave immediately when it's done. The other half of the crowd is bringing their 6-year-old children.
I don't know-
So they have something to do that night. And they're all just sitting there like, oh, that's great, honey. That's great.
Yeah. Like this shouldn't be match 3. Like we need to push this back because it's not. Yeah.
Like, but yeah, so I mean, Sting came, but if it was Glacier, I would have lost my mind because, like,
No,
in
I did see
WCW
that
NWO
Titan
Revenge, Glacier was my main.
Oh my god.
Glacier was my main in that game.
So here's the thing that threw me when they showed that video, because I can't remember who it ended up being. Matt Carlin's is going to scream in the chat room any second, but there was when New Japan was coming back, and they were doing like the empty arena shows and everything. They kept playing this promo, and it was.
Of Glacier?
No. But it was just like pictures of like flying through the woods and things like that, and samurais, and kind of like vibe to it. And I honestly can't remember who that ended up being. But I was just like, wait a minute, like this feels familiar, Why
Right.
is everybody using tree flyovers right now? And also, why did we use tree flyovers for Sting?
What?
I'm still not getting that connection
Because
yet.
I did see that Titantron because I literally saw it and was like, was this Glacier? Like, it was such a strange group of like things to put together to show that Sting is about to be here. Like, give me the crow noise. That's all I need, dude.
Yeah. I'm just like, they got to the point, and I get the snow and everything. Like, it was the winter's coming. That was the theme of the show. I get it. It's not like.
But what? But why did they use Sting?
Sting has nothing to do with winter. It's
No.
not like he looks like John fucking Snow.
No. The presentation is because the show was winter.
No, I know, but
it's
if
not
anything,
because Sting
Sting is
is
not.
winter. Sting is not winter.
Wait, what
If
if this is
anything,
Winter Sting
winter
and then we get
was-
Summer Sting, who is
Which is
Surfer
the
Sting?
Surfer Sting.
Yeah.
Yes.
God.
Maybe they're
Alright.
setting it up.
Ziggy, I don't know if you've heard me pitch this
Uh-huh.
1,000 times on this show,
Okay.
but ever since the Firefly Funhouse match,
Mm-hmm.
this was obviously before Sting signed with AEW, I wanted one last Undertaker match, but do it cinematically with Sting.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing. And I
And
genuinely think that would work out really well.
And what you do is they travel through time as their gimmicks.
Oh fuck. I love this. Like
Like-
John Cena did.
Like you start in 92, where
Oh
it's
my God.
Gray Gloves Taker versus Surfer Sting.
But imagine like John Cena dressing up as Thugonomics John Cena while he still looks as good as he does and is chiseled as fuck is one thing.
But
now
what-
imagine Sting
Yes.
right now
Yeah.
at like the age and presence that he currently has,
Mhm.
dressing up as
Yes,
he
as
was-
I
Surfer
want
Sting.
that.
He was a stacked bodybuilder. I think we forget.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Be-
Imagine him now dressing up as Surfer Sting, and I kind of want it.
I want and you just wind the clocks forward. Like
no,
every
no.
incarnation of Sting, you get Taker with the face mask on.
Mhm,
Like
mhm.
you get American Badass versus original Crow Sting. You get Booger Red Taker versus Joker Sting.
I want to roll
Like,
back a second.
I
Whoa.
want
Hold on.
everything.
Hold on. Can we roll back to the point where we have Husky Harris against Blade Runner, not Sting?
Wait, why Husky Harris?
Wasn't Husky Harris the earliest version of Bray
No.
Wyatt?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we're not talking about Bray Wyatt.
but
Oh, against Undertaker. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I crossed.
Yeah.
I crossed.
You-
okay.
Okay, so
Universes.
Mean Mark Callis versus Blade Runner.
Yes.
But this did
Yeah.
remind me of something I did want to talk about and not realize I wanted to bring it up until now. Okay, so
This is the best way
Yeah.
that topics come up.
I did watch when like the Undertaker farewell
Mhm.
thing that they did and how they like brought everyone out.
Mhm.
And we expected it to be like the Ric Flair gimmick where like they all come out and
Yeah.
like Undertaker's there and like it's a nice moment.
Mhm.
And they had Kane. They had Glenn Jacobs show up full on Kane. Full on Kane.
Mhm.
He did that
Mhm.
shit. They had some of the oldest, crustiest people you could possibly imagine make their way down to that ring. And Undertaker came in another ring. No one was there. Except Paul. Except
hologram Paul Bear.
yeah! Kane did all that, and for what? Like, I just can't imagine when they got finished shooting that, like, how awkward it was. And they had just, like, I was like, oh, this is going to be such a cool moment. Like, Kane dressed up as Kane. Undertaker's going to come out. This is going to be so sick. And then Undertaker comes out somewhere, literally in the Performance Center in parts unknown. Like, I couldn't stop thinking about it. I was just like, what did you do, Glenn? Nothing.
They rolled out the Godwins.
Yes, they had the Godwins have their crusty asses go to the ring. We don't know how old they are. Probably thousands of years. They struggled. And for nothing.
And there were a couple of them that looked like they did have trouble traveling.
Oh, they were.
Yeah.
Like
all
the
of those
Godwins have
old-
COVID-19 now.
I was gonna say, all of those old ass men risk getting coronavirus to walk to the ring for 30 seconds and never be mentioned again.
It had nothing to do with them. Like, they just showed up, and in the end, it was just kind of like, well, that was cool. We're gonna go to the Undertaker now. Like, it was so pointless, but it made me laugh so hard. Just the fact that Kane got like all gimmicked up, and he never showed up. I felt so bad.
It's like the Undertaker was the Great Pumpkin.
Yeah, never showed. It's the Great Pumpkin, Glenn Jacob.
Yep.
I want that fan art. Like,
Yes.
the Great
Oh
Pumpkin.
my God. Hold on. While I'm thinking of this, I'm going to Twitter my friend who does art.
Listen, we have something. It's important.
No, we will do this because he's made my E-Fed character two gimmick shirts.
It's so funny. Like, that just came back into my brain, and I just remember being so concerned and confused. I was like, this farewell. It was so, like, heartwarming and awful at the same time.
Yeah, it missed a few marks, unfortunately. So, I guess
It was definitely one of those, aww. Yeah.
Sound guy miscue. The sound guy has not been as important as they are now. to some of those chants got real weird. Well,
Okay, and tweeted.
and it's out there into the world.
Please
Make this happen. We'll all buy the shirt, I'm sure.
Oh, I would love it.
Ziggy, I tagged you in the tweets.
Oh,
Please.
Anyways, so if you want to look for more awkward moments, there's plenty of them over on indywrestling.us. Not great with the transitions tonight.
What a segue.
Listen, man, indie wrestling, a lot of stuff gets tried out. Not all of it works out perfectly.
No.
I mean, that's...
Trust me, it doesn't all work out perfectly.
Yeah, no. But no, a lot of great stuff over there. IndieWrestling.us, IndieWrestling.network, including our partners over at Fight Underground. New match just posted tonight. Sam Beal, you gotta check this guy out if you haven't seen him yet. Especially, please check out his interview from last night on the Face Off over on the Fight Underground page against John Roden. Great match going on there as part of the Area 2 tournament that's happening there. Also, of course, the Hardcore Halloween. And speaking of trying out some crazy stuff, the Hardcore Halloween from Prospect Pro Wrestling, and a lot of Ziggy Haim in action.
Where?
Over at IndieWrestling.us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I thought you meant on one of those shows, and I was like, was I?
No, not on those ones. I'm talking about Rise with a Y.
Yes.
I'm talking about...
I genuinely, I thought you meant the shows you were just speaking of, and I was like, I haven't left my house in 3 weeks.
Oh, it's okay. They were all shot like 3 months ago. So
okay, then it's possible.
Who knows? But that's got to be wild for... I think there's a lot of wrestlers experiencing that. Like, I filmed this show, and then like 3 months later, it's like, oh, it's out.
God, I have no concept of time anymore.
Oh, yeah. Plus, there's that, too, on top of that. And I'm sure a lot of people are experiencing that. Also, you can see Ziggy eat some waffles.
Oh, yeah, that was actually a very... that was a good one. That was a good time.
You, Katie Arquette, and Honey Badger.
Yeah.
Just hanging out. Waffles with Women.
Yep. We had a good talk.
We had a lot of alternative names for that we didn't leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of fun stuff. Check that out on IndieWrestling.network and get your fills Indie Wrestling until we can have some more coming up here. But yeah,
Yes, you should have a flapjacks for flatbacks.
what?
Another breakfast with wrestlers.
Who would we have on that?
Why not?
Just
Anyone
oh,
who's
just-
taking a
Anybody that's take a pump?
flatbacks, yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm really worried about that term. I don't know if that's PC. It's
That's the name of Tyler Breeze's wrestling school.
Oh, is it?
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay,
well,
then.
if Tyler Breeze uses it, we all can.
That's right.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
That's how indie wrestling works.
I love him.
Sorry, every time Waffles of Women is mentioned, I have to, by law, in my own head, come up with another special name.
Mm-hmm.
Something that rhymes with the breakfast.
Yeah, rigatoni with referees. I think I've said before.
Yes, which we did. We did that.
You did rigatoni with referees?
We did with Sean Patrick, Josh Shields, and George Ross.
I love that.
It was great. It was great. It was our
That's
last.
awesome.
Well, it wasn't our last. Our last food thing was we did a thing for Lewis the Nerd when he left. We didn't realize we were all leaving when that happened.
Oh, Dave says mimosas of managers.
Oh, I like
Can
that.
I be on that? I manage sometimes and also just really like mimosas. I don't even have to be on the show, actually. If I could just sit on, like, out of frame and drink mimosas.
It'll be yeah, okay. It'll be well, BC Steel obviously has to be part of that.
Yes, 100%.
I'm trying to think some other local managers. I mean, I know some veteran ones.
Yeah,
but,
like you can get Marcus Mann.
Marcus Mann, yeah, he was a manager. That's right. I know Moore was the booker, so
Exactly.
I didn't see a lot
And
of his managing days.
Think of him
Beignets
as doing a lot of
Booker.
commentary.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Or bagels of bookers, since beignets are harder to find.
Either way, we have a lot of ideas when we're allowed to actually listen, man. I don't want to get into the restaurant business in here because that
No.
seems like a problem right now.
No.
So even just serving internally to people feels like it's just not. It's hard to be like, can you just like take out with I need a T word because everybody just has to have takeout on their webcams for us to do a show now. And
It's just a mukbang.
A what?
You don't know what
A
a mukbang is?
mukbang?
You don't know what a mukbang is?
I don't know what a mukbang is.
It's literally
I like seeing Sorg's reaction.
It's literally like people make money on YouTube by just sitting in front of a camera and eating.
Mm-hmm.
Is this like this ASMR stuff?
It can be, but mukbang's also just like it's just people eating food.
It's just
I don't know if it's a kink. It might be.
Kink.
You're right.
It's gotta be. Like, is it like
Last night
It
we
started
coined the
out as
term
like
double
cute
standard.
tiny Asian women eating food. And I
Oh.
think that's where mukbang started. So it definitely started as a kink.
okay?
And it now evolves into a YouTube genre, as most things do.
Oh, I'm about to really mess up my
Pretty sure
algorithm.
YouTube genre is a kink.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez. Let's see. But wow, it's just and
Yeah.
okay.
Mukbang
is
with
mukbang.
managers. There we
But
go.
it's like giant amounts of food.
Yeah.
like, I'm
they
seeing-
eat absurd amounts.
Like
of
I'm
food.
looking at like pictures of somebody just like stuffing a Big Mac in their mouth with like a whole tray of everything in front of them.
Why are you looking at my personal photos?
Thank God I wasn't drinking when you said that.
Oh no. Oh. Like I'm getting both hungry and disgusted at the same time.
Yeah, that's
Is that
that's it.
Sorg,
is that the
Sorg,
feeling I'm supposed to feel?
hungry or a different word?
They
be
also
honest.
get like sponsored by these places. So this is all like free food for a lot of these people. They just like eat it on camera. And
Oh. I scrolled down far enough to find the tiny Asian girls.
yeah.
That's don't take that out of context.
I was
please.
gonna say
Yeah, I've
that,
scrolled down.
that
Oh,
shouldn't
no.
have taken you long.
Okay. Speaking of gifts for the senses, we do have a gift for Ziggy.
Oh yeah.
It is the season. Tis the
Yeah.
season, if you will.
It is.
And
Hannakah starts on Friday.
yeah, okay.
Pour out your yarmulke.
We listened to that last night. Like, and literally, there's like Hannakah music. Like, if you go on Spotify, they have you could like listen to that song. Like, has a radio station, and it's all just Hannakah.
It's all
songs.
just that song.
I wish, because there's some really bad Hannakah songs out there. I realized last night.
I feel like the Hannakah industry isn't as in
The
depth
Hannakah
and commercialized,
Hannakah industry.
right? I mean,
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
there's no dreidel trap music, Sorg. We really need to fill that void.
wait, are you sure there's no dreidel trap music?
All right, to be fair, I haven't looked into this. I'm
that
merely
sounds-
guessing, and now I will type in dreidel trap
The
music.
FBI agent watching all of our phones tonight is like,
And dreidel trap featuring Mayor K and Kosha Dillz.
yes.
Okay.
Kosha Dillz? Oh, that's me.
Kosha Dillz.
That's me. I'm changing my name a third time. You heard it here, folks.
Kosha Dillz.
Kosha Dillz. Wait, that's my Twitter name now. Can you please spell it for me?
Yes.
Wait, give me a second.
Kosha Dillz. It might be Kosha. I might be mispronouncing it, but I'm just.
Kosher
going-
makes more sense.
Oh well, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, but I'm punky.
I knew that in my head when I said it the first time, but yes, now yeah.
Okay, I would
K-
like it to be spelled for me.
Kosha
Uh-huh.
Dillz. Kosha Dillz.
That's me now.
Oh man.
is that your Twitter name now?
Absolutely it is.
Yeah. Yes. I
else would it
approve
be?
of all of this.
Thing is, you don't know what this is attached to, so you might have a lot of people finding you for a new wrong reason.
But then they'll be happy they got there.
That's right.
Sorg, I'm also going to post this video in the chat room.
Oh no.
So we can listen to it during the break.
Is it the Kosha Dillz?
Yes.
Oh
Nice.
boy. Yeah, I'm
It
afraid.
is, it is only a 2-minute 41-second song.
You can only do so much with the dreidel.
Yeah, I'm afraid to play it on air because we don't know how litigious they're going to be. So
I highly doubt it.
I don't know, man. YouTube gets weird. But
You think they're gonna be? Or I thought you were like scared that it was gonna be really like a vulgar song or something. Like,
oh no.
Yeah, we're
Pop
just a
your
couple
pussy
of
for that
mentions over
dreidel.
here.
like, I would love that.
There was like I don't know why that reminded me of the Jewish rapper I used to listen to like 10 years ago. But anyways, there's a gift for you. Happy
Yes.
Hanukkah.
Thank you.
So
Can I get
it is
it?
in this nondescript bag over here. Actually, it's very descript. Actually, if you want to have fun, read them what's on the bag.
Okay,
It is a
It
friend
says-
of the show bag.
these are my groceries. You jag off.
Yeah.
You know that's. I love it.
It was
Okay.
that's how I wrapping paper. I found a bag, and other podcasts give us bags.
I just played a
so
tiny
so
bit
before
of
you get into
Is it good?
before you get into it,
Yeah.
we need to listen to this during the break.
okay. Before we get
Very
into it,
good.
and we get into this dreidel chap
Yes.
song.
Yes.
We have a
So
lot to cover.
so I found this in
Yes.
California at a campground in Petaluma.
Already my
Okay.
aesthetic.
Okay, it was sitting there, just staring at me because we had 3 dogs with us, so I had to take them on the dog parks all the time. And I was like, the first night, I think we spent like 2 or 3 nights there. And I was like, first night I was like, okay, that thing, I don't know why, but that's coming home with me. If it's still there, the morning we're leaving.
It spoke to you.
It spoke to me. And you'll
get
see
it.
why. And then I'm like, okay, what am I going to do with this? And then, of course, I'm going through the Instagram. I see one of Ziggy's like photo shoots. I'm just like,
That's what
This-
needs to be done with this.
I was like, I took it and I was like, I can't imagine her not liking it. It's
Yeah.
perfect. And here it is, back in
I
Pittsburgh.
Love it. Look
Oh.
at this. This is the sickest thing. And yeah, I won't put it on my head because
Because we didn't watch it
we
yet.
don't
And
know.
I found it on the side of the road.
yeah, exactly.
By a
But
dog
like,
park.
I'm honestly really stoked to like do something with this.
So-
I don't know what I'll do yet, but I'm definitely gonna.
you
do
know,
something
you know,
with
you can
it.
do.
Hmm.
Film your Kosha Dillz
Yeah,
photo.
my Kosha Dillz photo
Your
shoot.
Kosha
yeah.
Dillz mukbang.
Yes,
God, yeah, it all comes full circle.
just lots
But
of
no.
filter
So for
fish.
the audio listeners, what do you have there?
It is definitely a child's at some point bike helmet, but it is covered in dinosaurs and also has a mohawk
Mhm.
and I truly, I love it. I could never want anything more, and I'm so happy that you thought of me when you saw this in the side of the road here at Dog Park. Honestly, I do. It's so sick.
We sold those at Toys R Us.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yep. That exact one. I
It
believe
says
it's made by
Rascals.
Wildcats. With
Nope,
a Z.
Rascals.
Rascals. Damn it, with a Z though, right?
Oh, come on,
Yep.
Toy Man.
Yeah, I knew there was a Z at the end of it.
Yep.
There's two different
No,
brands,
that's
and they
so
make the
awesome,
same
and I
fucking
love
thing.
it.
I didn't know. It's like I didn't know if this is a photo shoot material. Is this something that you would wear to the ring? Maybe.
Maybe, like,
yes.
honestly, I would love to. I would, like, before I would wear any form of helmet to the ring, I would literally want to, like, personally ask Shotzi Blackheart. Like, because, like, I
Yeah, that's
just
for
love
sure.
her too
Mhm,
much
mhm,
to
mhm.
just be that person. But also, I feel like I could do a lot of cool stuff with this. It also might be one of those things, where like you have it, you're like, oh, this is sick. I don't know what to do with this. And then one night at like 3 a.m, you're like, I know exactly what needs to be done.
It felt like you could do a really like roller jam vibe with it.
Yeah.
Was my thought.
Oh,
Mhm.
I could absolutely do some roller derby shit with this, and I'm super excited. No, thank you very much, Sorg. No. I'm just thinking about all like the weird things that like I'll definitely like gimmick it up, make it very Ziggy, and maybe photo shoot, maybe ring. We'll see where it goes.
There you go. To see where that pops up.
Maybe deathmatch.
Maybe,
I was just about to say maybe a
Yep.
hardcore match.
maybe with under her.
Hey,
name.
hell, you know what? You could attach like something around every like rubber tip part of that mohawk, like
Yo,
thumbtacks.
You were made for this. But yeah, no, there's definitely many options. No, I don't think that Rascals knew when they made this that this was truly made for a small Jewish professional wrestling woman. Or if there was someone in there, they went, I know the real market for this. I know the real market for this,
Oh,
John.
God.
That's what
I'm
we
just trying
call.
to think of what that acronym would be.
That's what we call in the business a pivot.
That's it.
That's
Yeah.
Wow.
So speaking of which, you have been doing some things. Maybe not in the last 3 weeks, but
Not in the last 3 weeks,
You've
but-
been getting around a little bit
Yeah.
on the shows. You were a part of the collective.
I was.
which is probably like the biggest thing that happened in wrestling in the last 6 months. To be
I
quite
think
honest,
that's the last thing. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that is the last thing I did.
Mhm.
But it was definitely worth it. I went the first day. I stayed until I watched For the Culture
Mhm.
that night, and then I left directly after that. And it might have been one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made in my life, to just decide, you know what, we're gonna tough it out through the night. But I did, and lived to tell the tale. But no, it was genuinely a really cool experience, and I'm very glad that I did it. I love all of the things that I've been doing with AIW and with the production and with
Mhm.
Derek. So I was very excited to do it on a more scene level so more people can see how absolutely sick it is.
Absolutely. That was one of the I did on Sunday decide to cherry pick a couple of the pay-per-views. One was the AIW one,
Mm-hmm.
of course. The other one was Effie's Big Gay Bash,
Yes.
which was also
So good.
a fantastic fun time.
So fun, yeah.
So, and again, and you haven't been to like any of these like around WrestleMania weekend. Obviously, this was kind of a makeup of what was supposed to happen WrestleMania weekend, of
Mhm.
course, right?
Yeah.
So, is that kind of the biggest like? I can't imagine any other event that would have been like that you would have been a part of at this point, right?
No.
On that
nothing
scale,
like
at
that.
least, yeah.
Yeah, nothing like that, and nothing with that sort of like coverage, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
So it was very exciting, very nerve-wracking, in the fact of like, like the anxiety brain leading up to it.
Mhm.
But no, it was super fun. It was a good time, and I'm glad I did it.
I also want to ask about, like, of course, you were part of sorry, I just mushed 2 events in my head right now. I need more coffee.
I get it.
MV Young's event, the
Yes.
Polycult Party 1 and 2, you were a part of.
I
The
was.
one that was in, I think it was described to me as a potato patch in Brooklyn.
It was in Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn. I'm getting my neighborhoods mixed up now. But and of course the one here in Pittsburgh in an undisclosed location as
Yes.
well. What was that like to be a part of one of those?
Those were both 2 of the coolest experiences I've had in pro wrestling to be a part of, because it was just something that felt so homegrown and was just so done out of passion and for love of your friends in pro wrestling and for pro wrestling itself. And they were both like extremely safely done events. They were both very like regulated COVID style events, but even then they were very fun and very much just felt like hanging out with friends and getting able to put on a match as well. And it wasn't, because I always get like very weird about like the idea of doing shows with no crowd really freaks me out, or with like minimal crowd, but that wasn't a problem at all. Like it still felt very natural and it just felt like pro wrestling. So I loved both of those shows and I loved being part of both of those.
And of course, there was a small crowd for the first one. There wasn't much room for the first one. If
Right.
you look at that
But
one,
even-
it was Brooklyn.
Yeah, and even then it was still like whether it be from the other wrestlers or from the very small, I think there was like, when it comes to like fans that were allowed in, it had to have been like 15 maybe. But they were all like very receptive, gave you like, it was just like having a normal fun show. Well, like not normal, it was definitely weird, like, but it had like a charm to it and a fun like atmosphere that I like have never seen captured in pro wrestling before.
Absolutely. If you want to check out both those shows, they are a part of the Go Pro Wrestling channel over on YouTube. Both are up there and free. You can check the whole thing out. And we did a quick little documentary over on the Indy Wrestling US social media as well. You can see on our YouTube page. So
My dogs are in it.
Your dogs are definitely featured in it. So I was like, what is the vibe of this? Like, the dogs get in. Yes.
My dog's in it. Yeah.
Yes. It's like for my documentary and to send to my mother because she loves dogs. And
Perfect.
So,
And our dogs look fairly similar. Ozzy's a long version.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, to my dog or
Yeah,
her
of
dogs?
your dog.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. He's got the same markings and everything,
Yeah.
too. Yeah, absolutely.
They're both got eyebrows.
You both have eyebrows. You know, the marking eye. Yeah,
eyebrows,
yeah,
the
the
eyebrows.
eyebrows.
My dog at home has eyebrows too.
I love it.
It's very weird.
Love me a good eyebrow dog.
Fantastic. So what else have you been up to? You've been, other than just holding up here in Pittsburgh, obviously. Nothing happening here recently, but how are you kind of holding through everything?
Like, I guess sadly there's not like much to speak of in terms of what I've been doing, but definitely trying to just build up ideas and think about things more within like myself and who Ziggy is as a like who Ziggy wants to grow into being, because I think right now with COVID there's been such a lull that the fun thing is that not a lot of people remember what most wrestlers really were beforehand. So we have so much room for evolution and to sort of build on the characters and the like ring presence that we had before we could all perform like once every 27 millenniums.
Yes.
So yeah, I think that's actually been a really interesting thing to build on, and just like definitely a time to be within yourself and your character.
Is Ziggy meditating a lot?
That sounded really
That
zen.
sounds like-
I was going to say that was such a zen answer.
Yeah.
But
Look
no,
inside your wrestling
look
characters.
inside your wrestling
Yes,
character.
who are you?
But I think like so much time in wrestling were spent like getting a lot of helpful feedback, and we apply all this helpful feedback. We're like, oh, this is sick. I'll do this. I'll do this. So having the chance to really just like, oh, I'm not getting any feedback from anyone right now because I'm not doing anything. I might as well make some choices by myself, like, and sort of have the ability to decide on your own what you think you should do, like what your next moves should be.
And that's really interesting idea you're presenting there, because about kind of the not remembering what you guys did before everything got shut down. Like there's kind of a if everything kind of opens up. I think most of us kind of, especially here in like the Pennsylvania, Ohio areas where things have been more or less pretty shut down, right? Like I mean, wrestling is in PA, wrestling is probably like a tenth of what it normally is, and Ohio I think is 0 other than backyard shows from what I recall hearing. But there is that kind of like I think we kind of had this idea of everything will be fine one day and we just throw the doors open and then everything will be back.
Right,
I don't
like
think that's what's
magic.
going to happen, but there is a chance to kind of be like you come out and you're something different. Tony Johnson's something different. Whoever is
Yeah,
something different.
absolutely.
Like kind of thing there.
You can really build on what you were before in a way that I don't think we've ever had a chance to, because there's such a big gap in time. And like no one really knows what we've been doing or what we've been working on in that gap of time. So really anything can happen, and we have like the best chance to make really like drastic or even just like hit or miss choices with us. This is a really good time to just sort of like throw things at the wall and decide what sticks.
Yeah, and you're seeing a lot of that. I mean,
Yeah.
things like the Polycall party, right?
Yeah,
Like,
which I think
it's
is awesome.
Kind of born out of something like that.
Yeah.
Or other attempts, obviously things that we've been trying around here with
Yeah.
promotions. That
Which
I just
is like
mentioned.
making it's a good time to like realize like you can fuck up. Like, and because there's just like so much going on and everyone's mind is thinking about everything, and to be able to like be creative even if it's something that doesn't really work out is really helpful.
If you're a promotion or if you're
It also
Go ahead.
helps that like there's no fans to immediately shit on something that doesn't work,
Exactly.
and you can also try stuff that you would never do in an arena filled with fans.
Right.
Yes, there's been a lot of that.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
Like a lot of that. Some stuff you probably shouldn't have done, but
Rey Mysterio's
could've tried
eyeball
it.
falling out of his head.
At least 2 instances with gunplay in professional wrestling that I'm aware of.
Wow.
I experienced one.
What?
So
Wait, I don't like
There was an attempted murder on Impact.
There was an attempted murder
I
on
love
Impact.
this.
Somebody got shot during a wedding on Impact, and I never caught the resolution. And then also, I mean, it's out now. If you caught the pay-per-view, we don't intend to post it anywhere else. But Chess Flexor used a gun in a match at a 2PW taping. So
Not the one
yeah,
he usually uses.
no, not that one. Not that one we were alluding to
No.
earlier. But it'll be a good time to mention the Indie Mayhem show STD Christmas special will be happening in 2 Fridays, and it will be all remote. So
Oh no.
we don't have the giant window that I have to remind people that people can see them doing things.
Sorg,
so who
you
knows?
know, Sorg, you know someone's gonna try and show their dick.
I expect nudity. I at this
Okay.
point.
When do you not?
I'm like,
yes.
it's gonna happen. Like you're just gonna see someone's camera go, and then
Yeah.
that's gonna be
And
it.
you're like cut.
There's that. Listen,
That's
man.
gonna be it.
Listen, man. My cutaway reflexes are okay. They're not as strong because I haven't produced a lot
Sorg,
of
you're
wrestling
gonna be
lately,
drinking.
But I'm going.
You're gonna be
Someone's
taking
gonna
it
be
out.
like, this is gonna be fun.
Oh, I should bring a Matt Carlin's producer or something on that one. I don't know.
No, you should just
You
let
just
it
need a
happen.
designated
let it
driver.
happen.
That's all you need.
Just say, let it happen, man.
Yeah,
just
just
let
let
it
it
happen.
Just Uber to the studio. That's all you have to do.
To me?
Yeah.
From 3 blocks. Okay.
Hey,
It's cold.
I did that when I was sick before, actually.
I don't blame you.
Before this sick, but when being sick wasn't what it was now.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
Or
wanna-
being sick wasn't potentially life-threatening every single time.
Yeah. I just like, hey, I got a little cough. I'm not climbing the hill.
I'm not killing my grandma. I just have a cough.
Yeah. Just like, no.
I promise it's just allergies. I
Oh.
have bad post-nasal drip.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm coughing
It's
every other day
scary.
from that, and I'm just like, oh, I don't. Yeah.
Now it's like, who's looking at me?
You don't want to be that one in line, 6 feet apart from everybody, going.
Like, not
Yeah,
even, just one, like just that. I got daggers stared at me. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
I'm like, hey, I'm wearing a mask too. It's allergy. Shut the fuck up.
No, wait, no. But that's understandable. Anyways, it's not that show. All right, well, and again, Ziggy, check her out, Ziggy Haim, on all the social medias
You're
across
right.
the board, and apparently her new name on Twitter.
Kosha
Kosha
Dillz.
Dillz.
Dillz. Anyways, we are also a podcast fueled by bread and pepperoni from our good friends at Slice on Broadway, sliceonbroadway.com. 3 locations. Beachview, Carnegie, the East End here, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza. Thank you so much to those guys. I mean, they're so great. Beastman will tear up your location for it. That did happen one time, but it's okay. He came back with some promotions belt, and I let them hold it, so it was okay. And then he didn't destroy it again that time. Well, maybe a little bit because it's Beastman. Come on. But anyways, thank you so much to our friends Slice on Broadway and their new venture if you're up here in the neighborhood. If you leave the house these days. I know. It's more of a neighborhood thing. But Tim's Corner Market over there is their new thing. I understand they have great sandwiches. And I'm going to check those out as soon as I am able. But no, go check them out. Thank you so much to Slice on Broadway for supporting the show. We got a lot coming up, of course. We have the homework from Professor Jacob Edwin.
Not a real professor.
Yeah, of course. And the big question, and we will be back after these couple of messages.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Hey guys, it's Zeke Mercer, one half of the Tag Team Champions. I'm here to tell you that if you want to be a champion, if you want to survive this thing, wear your freaking mask, okay? It comes in all different colors. You can get Eclipse Blue, JC White and Black, or even hell, Blue and Gold. But guys, please, also remember, please, it goes over the nose. Over the nose. Thank you.
for a foot or an inch. Yeah, I fight for you all. Is the truth and I'm in. Yeah, I fight for every breath that I take.
Oh man, we were listening to Kosha Dillz dreidel
It's
trap on the
so
break.
good.
Holy crap.
It's so good.
I can't. Wow.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Wow.
Wait.
I think we all have a new music genre now.
Hannakah trap.
Hannakah
Yep.
trap is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh geez.
Yeah.
I
By the way, I was looking for Christmas trap music.
I'm sure
found a
there
song-
is.
I found a song called "Turn Up, Ye Merry Gentlemen." It was delightful.
Mike, I know you usually rewrite the 12 Days of Christmas song for the Mayhem
I do.
show. I think
Yeah.
I think we need a new Mayhem Christmas trap.
You know, all right, honestly, Sorg, my white whale for as long as I've been doing Christmas songs for this show,
Uh-huh.
which is a long time.
We've been doing so well.
I've written Christmas songs for this show in 5 different jobs. That's not a joke.
I think 2 of them for the same company, right?
Yes, definitely. My White Whale. I attempted this once, maybe about 7 or 8 years ago.
Uh-huh.
I was going to do a Hannakah song.
Oh.
Okay.
I went to a Wikipedia list
Yes.
of Jewish professional wrestlers.
Okay. Well, I mean, right.
I tried. I
Okay.
tried.
Goldberg.
It was Goldberg, Barry Horowitz, and Colt Cabana. And that was it. That was all I saw.
It? That can't be it.
No, I'm kidding. There were a lot more. But I didn't know. Like most of them were unknowns.
Right.
I actually, fun fact, it like you couldn't really see it, but one of my ring jackets had a like bloody handprint right here for Barry Horowitz.
Excellent.
Ooh.
That's great.
I don't remember which one, but and it didn't like come out super like strong, but I knew it was there, so in my soul.
I feel like, why do I feel like we know, at least we know more Jewish professional wrestlers, like,
Well, I mean, I know
locally?
more now. Like,
am I wrong?
It might be something I try to do next year.
Yeah. Well, you just need Ziggy and Larry involved at least.
And that's it.
Oh, I assume Ziggy will be duetting with me.
Yes, absolutely. Because I am Kosha Dillz. He has a Wikipedia page because I just tried to because I need that song for later purposes.
Ziggy, can we do this duet next year? Mitzvah Mike and Kosha Dillz.
Mitzvah Mike and Kosha Dillz. Yes. Did you know, as opposed to Elf on a Shelf for Jewish kids, they have Mensch on a Bench? There's also a Mitzvah Moose, in which I own.
Excellent. Did you also know that instead of Elf on a Shelf, WWE made a version
Oh.
called Fiend on the Scene?
Fiend on... It doesn't even...
It doesn't make any sense at all.
That's terrible.
But it's an Elf on the Shelf with the face of the Fiend.
Wait, that's
That's creepy.
imagine
Yes.
hiding that for your children.
Yes.
I don't
Well, I told the Carlins to get it, and I said, I want the Fiend to be destroying those elves every single night.
Yeah. That's a lot of work, though.
Weren't we were doing something similar with the Lita action figure for a while, weren't we? We had a Lita on the shelf.
Probably, but it's probably not good for 2020's sake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Don't listen to those
Yeah.
old episodes. But
Never re-examine your life.
That's the motto I live by. Never re-examine your life. Just do it. Never think about it ever again.
oh jeez.
Just always twirling. Always,
Always twirling.
Never look back in the most toxic way possible.
Yes. Big question this week.
Okay.
We were pontificating last night. We kind of had the over/under on what was going to be the Christmas-themed match on WWE Raw in a couple of weeks here. So,
and they don't have fans, so they can go.
they can do
wild.
anything.
What? It's gonna be cinematic.
Now, remember, they hit Santa with a car in front of fans once here in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what are they going to do with that?
It's gonna be cinematic.
I'm sorry. I want Bray Wyatt versus The Fiend in a Santa's Workshop match.
Oh please. Oh please.
Would never
Wait,
happen.
Bray Wyatt versus The Fiend?
No, I mean, I'm sorry, Randy Orton versus The Fiend.
Wait, I want Bray Wyatt versus The Fiend though.
Also that?
Yes.
Also,
Yes.
please. Absolutely. What? So a version of that. So I don't think I want to do the same thing we did last night where we're kind of calling like what that would be.
What will be your Hanukkah match?
Yes. Elf on a pole match.
Okay, what was your alternative not alternative, but your holiday. No, Alexa.
Oh my God.
Stop, Alexa. Stop it.
That just.
Why? When do we even say? Alexa's going in the corner.
That just scared the shit out of me.
I didn't even hear what she was saying.
I have no clue what she was saying. I just heard a distant, very calm female voice. I've been watching too much Twin Peaks for that.
That's the most troubling thing to you?
I've been watching too much Twin Peaks to have audio hallucinations right now. I don't want to.
So what is a holiday match that you have not seen that you think they should do? This can be a Hannakah match as well.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, I have
They've
an
done
idea.
a lot.
They've done a lot.
I have an idea.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you take a really long running feud.
Mm-hmm.
You have it go over the course of the entire show.
Mm-hmm.
It's a gauntlet match. Each match has a stipulation, and you call it 8 crazy fights.
Ooh.
Ooh. I actually have an idea. I don't know the semantics of how it would work in any way, shape, or form, but probably some sort of scramble match where they fight to see who can light the most candles on the menorah.
Now, this is not to be confused with the match with Sting and the guy that would become Matanza, where they actually had candelabras on the ring post.
Yeah, not to be confused.
Hold on. I want to add on to that.
Yes.
Okay. You call it a Happy Holidays match.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have a Christian wrestler versus a Jewish wrestler. There's an Advent wreath in one corner.
Oh,
and a
man.
menorah
And
in
you
the
gotta
other.
fight who gets to the end.
When we turn this shit into a flag match.
It's a
And
is it a War on Christmas match?
Yes.
Yeah.
The War on Christmas match.
War
Yes.
on Christmas match.
That
I love
is
that.
it.
I love it.
Oh, you know what? Fuck it. This is how you blow off the Colt Cabana CM Punk feud.
You're right.
That's it. That's
War
how you
against
do it.
Christmas. And
They're
then at the end, they hug and they're really sweaty. And I hate it.
I think we did that bit on the pre-show, right?
Maybe, but I was talking about how watching sweaty, like, wrestlers hug at the end of matches always really grosses me out because they're so sweaty. And I can just feel it in my soul. I don't care how good your match is. I don't want to see you hug.
I have not so much of a match. Maybe we could build a match from this like we just did.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a spot in mind. Okay.
Okay.
You're allowed to steal this, Ziggy, because I feel like you might try this.
Actually, I'm listening.
Okay.
Yes.
so
I'm listening.
you take candy canes.
Yes.
And you're like, okay, you see the candy canes, you throw them in a.
Are they normal size candy canes?
Like,
big
I
ones?
would have some pretty large ones.
Okay, fair.
For this thing, like not like.
I need the details.
Okay, I mean you can pick the large one. I don't know which would be worse. You put you see the candy canes and they're full candy canes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unwrapped. That's important.
Okay.
So not in the plastic. Now, you throw them in a sack. You break the candy canes, and you dump them out like thumbtacks.
Yo, I like.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I like that.
Like, I mean, you break them enough to be
Yeah,
dangerous.
it's like the Lego spot.
Because like you can impale somebody with a candy cane.
Also, you're gonna be
Sorg,
so
Sorg.
sticky afterwards. That's another part of
And
it.
really, what's
And
worse?
then
You're
and
right.
then you really don't want to hug after that. Sorg,
Oh, sweaty and sticky and covered and all.
Yeah, just like when like a Falls Count Anywhere goes through the concession stand.
And you're like, ew, just don't touch
Ooh.
my hot.
we have a couple questions in the chat room.
Okay.
Oh, I
Okay.
have answers.
Tina's asking where Kwanzaa comes in, and I said someone interferes with a Kwanzaa Kanrana.
Yeah, I don't know enough about Kwanzaa.
And Dave,
I know. Sadly, I do not either.
Yeah, we need
But
education.
I would love
And-
someone to add to that,
Yes.
yes, please, absolutely, just add to this match. I'm okay with it.
please.
And Dave says, would there be an atheist ref? And I think
Has to
it's
be.
it's the only
It
way
has
to
to be.
ensure law and order.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a few of those on the roster.
I'm sure.
I'm sure. Come on.
Yeah.
Was that all the questions?
That was it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, both were compelling, and I understand.
Oh, and
The ref
Chris
situation.
Maruto says there should be a Festivus match, a pole on a pole match.
Rolling back to the candy cane idea, you build some more deathmatch ideas off of it, and it becomes a Santa's sleigh.
Oh.
match.
Well, then Goldberg has to
agree.
be the outside enforcer.
Yes.
Also, hope your indie has a budget.
Yeah.
or
Will you accept Gilbert?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yes.
I
In
like
fact, I prefer Gilbert.
Absolutely.
I was gonna say I think that might be the better option.
Absolutely. Gilbert, by the way, honorary member of the STDs. I
Gilbert
believe.
dressed as Santa. Oh, and can Hornswoggle pull the sleigh?
Yes. All of this, yes.
I would feel bad like Hornswoggle once again being an elf of some
Yeah,
sort.
poor
but,
guy.
I mean,
AEW literally called him the baby from The Hangover. I think he's okay.
No, they didn't. Oh.
Yes, they did.
Oh, that's so bad.
I just realized Impact isn't playing anymore.
No, it went away into the
I didn't
night.
know it went away into the night. What happened with Kenny Omega? It's 10:18.
Kenny
Is he
Omega
okay?
called him Ambrose. Ooh.
Is he okay? Oh.
Oh, okay. Is that it? He came out. He did a thing.
As far as I know, I don't. They blocked me.
They
Sorg.
blocked you.
That's
You're not a
true.
good source for it. Somebody in the
Okay,
chat
hold on.
room, please.
We have an update.
On what?
on the It's the Great Pumpkin Glenn
Oh,
Jacobs
fuck
shirt.
yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
Team Hammerfist, Patreon supporter, says, "Oh sweet Jesus, yes."
Oh, sweet Jesus, yes.
Oh, I see. Kosha Dillz has already liked that tweet.
It's me, Kosha Dillz.
Oh God, I love Christmas shows.
Oh, I do too. And we're not even on the
Oh.
Christmas show yet.
I have a question.
Is this technically our Hanukkah celebration?
Yes.
Yes.
Festivus for the rest of us.
Like the timing worked out
Also-
better actually. So-
Yeah, it's
I
on
have,
Friday.
I have a good big question.
Okay. I thought we just did one.
I know, but I have another one.
Okay.
Double your big question. Why not?
Yeah. Who is wrestling's Grinch?
There's many.
But,
Do you want the
like,
real answer or the
li-
fun one?
list the
The
promoters.
funniest, of course.
Yeah, do you want
No, but like who would be so spiteful to ruin everyone's Christmas celebration, endure in animal cruelty?
What?
Oh, Jim Cornette. Is that even a question?
Yes. Okay, that's Yes, that's way better than anything I can come up with.
I don't think
What
we
the
can
hell's
answer
a
anymore.
Santa thing
It
anyway?
ruins everything. Literally everything. There is nothing that man could not ruin.
Oh man, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Sorry, I'm show noting.
Tina says Tina says that all that happened on Impact is Josh interviewed Don and Kenny with their backstory, teasing AEW for tomorrow, and Tony Khan and Shivani did a promo for AEW.
I saw the promo.
So literally nothing happened.
Yeah.
All you fucking morons that turned into Impact.
So it was
Literally
literally
nothing.
just like Impact was just a promo show for AEW
Mhm.
tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. I
It's
understand.
almost like TNA is still TNA, you guys.
TNA being TNA. You're right.
TNA. Hey, TNA, this is why you didn't sign Tommaso Ciampa when he was on Explosion. This is why you didn't sign Luchasaurus, because you get shafted at every single turn.
Oh,
I
man.
guarantee everyone who was looking for Kenny Omega to at least be in ring on Impact
Mhm.
was like, that's it.
It was like
Because
the
I guarantee
Undertaker having his final show and wasn't actually there.
Yeah, because like, spoiler alert, they're gonna show that interview tomorrow night on AEW.
Likely.
Oh yeah.
So
Likely.
I didn't have to watch it. Fuck
Well,
you,
also,
Impact.
the interview's also on Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like I just saw the video.
Oh,
so
okay.
I didn't,
So
I didn't
it's
listen. I
live.
didn't listen to it, but like I mean,
See-
it was
see-
going to be because
So,
it's but you're subscribed to it now if you're not blocked like Mike.
Yeah. So this is why whenever I would do 5 days of 12 days of Christmas, the 5th day was always fuck TNA.
Are we doing that again this year? I can't remember if I
No.
saw it on the list. I think
No.
we did change it.
No, I changed it up.
Well, also we have something special hopefully happening with that. So it'd be weird to have everybody do that, considering that. Yes.
Yes. Oh yeah. No, I recognize that.
Yes, because I think someone may have wrestled for them. So
Not everyone is blocked by an entire wrestling company, Sorg.
no, only you get that honor.
Oh no,
sir.
I am as well.
You are as well.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I am too, but yeah.
Oh.
So we've all been blocked.
Oh, I think we have the same block.
Hell yeah!
We're blocked, buddy.
Woo!
That's an air high five. She's way across the room, guys.
I
Safety
did too.
first.
I did the air high five.
He
too.
high fived from New York.
Yeah.
That's good.
So we've actually all have been blocked by promotions.
Yes,
So
yes.
you've just been blocked by one that's like on television.
Yeah, I mean, the funny thing is, like, and I mention this every time, I didn't even talk about them from my personal account.
They
So
found
they
you.
found
They
you.
found
Oh,
you.
that's
Yeah,
even-
they found because I would live tweet Impact
I love
from
that.
the WMS account.
And we didn't get
WMS
blocked.
is not blocked.
We didn't get blocked. He got
No.
blocked.
They
But
came for you
yeah,
personally.
they're just
Uh-huh.
like they listen to the fucking show. Like
Oh, yeah.
we know Impact listen. We know Lucha Underground listen. 'cause
Someone
we-
was
like,
mad.
yeah. You're just like
Oh, yeah.
like you. Josh Matthews is the only person I can think of that might have still been there. So I don't like.
I love that.
Like somebody there like him.
He
or
wasn't
Scott
tough
D'Amore,
enough to handle criticism.
or
I can make tough enough jokes too, Kenny Omega.
What?
He made a tough enough joke.
Okay.
Yeah, who
I
the
don't.
fuck cares?
I don't.
Tough enough.
Deep
I
cuts.
remember 2005.
Remember in 2005 where we could go out and be social with each other?
Mhm.
That was
Mhm.
great.
Wow. And now whenever I see because I was actually watching because TNA was doing throwback things, and they would show stuff of people in the audience, and it made me really uncomfortable.
They
It
showed
freaked me
tonight
out.
AJ Styles when I think it was his first heavyweight championship, and fans came in the ring and rushed him.
And you're like, ugh.
And you're like, oh no,
Oh,
dude,
God, get away from him.
You know what? It really creeps me out right now. The Gathering of the Juggalos.
Oh, are they still doing it?
Well, no, not now.
Oh, okay,
They're
thank
one
God.
of the. They were one of the Insane Clown Posse was one of the first bands, entities, leader of a group that said, "This is too fucked up. We're not doing it."
Yeah.
They did that.
ICP is
They
actually,
did that like by the end of March.
I love them.
Yes, they're just we're like, yo, we're into some fucked up shit.
And they're
this
like,
is
"You
too
right."
fucked up.
Yeah.
We out. We're canceling the show. We don't want 5,000 of you showing up in the middle of Ohio.
And we know that you guys are spitting everywhere. You are sharing everything.
Listen,
It is-
they share. I'm gonna say we share everything.
Yes.
Yes.
Like
yes.
everything.
There's
Yes.
only actually one bottle of Faygo at that whole show.
It
But
just
everyone gets Faygo.
Communal Fago, man. Yo, we pour as fuck. It's Juggalos.
I love that the industry leaders in the entertainment industry for both canceling big events and raising money are the Insane Clown Posse and Guy Fieri.
Yes.
Which goes back to the idea that Guy
Flavor
Fieri
Town.
and Violent J are the same person.
I love
Mhm.
Flavortown.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to know how much I supported what Guy Fieri's done during the pandemic?
What?
Sorg?
He's done amazing things.
Look at what I did.
Oh, that's a
Oh
pop.
my God!
You
Wait,
got a
that's
pop.
amazing.
You got a
I
Guy
love
Fieri
that.
pop?
I got a Guy Fieri pop.
I love that he has a pop figure.
And the back says, "Welcome to Flavortown."
Fuck yeah, it
Mhm.
does.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Well, we've had a lot of fun. We've had a lot of shenanigans.
And now it's time for some asshole to drag the whole show down.
But it's time to get our review of our match from this past week from Professor
Nope, not a real professor.
Jacob Edwin. Here we go.
Hello once again, class. My name is Professor Jacob Edwin. You are, of course, tuning in to another weekly assignment via Edwin's Lessons. Now, if you're watching this on Wrestling Mayhem show, you're going to see this a little early. But for all of you watching on Facebook, it is December 4th, and it is another year gone that we lost Umaga. So I thought that would be an appropriate time to study an Umaga match. Umaga's matches were very plenty, with lots of very vast and very talented opponents. So it was hard to narrow down, and it was hard to pick exactly which part of his career to watch. So the match I chose, unfortunately, is missing Armando Alejandro Estrada. So take it upon yourself to skim more of his repertoire, more of his matches, because this alone doesn't do his career justice. This is Umaga versus Jeff Hardy on Monday Night Raw. Very specific date here, December 11th, 2006. You'll be able to find a lot of Umaga versus Jeff Hardy because these two fit like a glove. Now, that was fortunate for us as fans, as viewers, to be able to watch and study. But unfortunately for the competitors in the ring, when things fit like a glove, it's a little snug, if you catch my drift. So, tune in, please comment your reviews or send them in to Wrestling Mayhem Show. And you can support your local teachers at prowrestlingtees.com/Jacob Edwin. And I cannot wait to hear your trivial answers to this assignment. Thank you.
Okay. Couple things. One, last week when he gave the assignment, he didn't mention a date.
No, he didn't. But
he didn't mention a show. So
There were a lot of them.
Yeah, so I watched the one that came immediately to mind because I love Umaga matches, and I tolerate Jeff Hardy matches. And I watched the match they had from Extreme Rules.
Oh,
which
fuck
was,
yeah.
Which was Falls Count Anywhere.
Yeah.
It's not a bad alternative to the assignment.
No.
So
I was gonna say, I hope he's serious because Umaga match it, like Umaga fucks. Like he is.
Yes.
I love Umaga.
It was a big highlight. So first of all, Ziggy, did you watch the Raw one that I sent you?
I did.
Right.
I watched the correct one.
Okay.
For sure.
so let's talk about the one that was intended, and we can talk at large about.
I
it.
will say
their feud in large too.
I didn't watch it I didn't get to sit down and watch it in detail, but I did get the gist of it.
Yes.
And I do have thoughts on it.
Okay, so this was him and Jeff Hardy on Raw. This was and Armando Estrada was missing, and I actually did go back because if you go to the list, you see it starts with Estrada versus John Cena, and that was set up the week before, and he got basically taken out from Cena, and that's why Umaga is.
Well, yeah, because if it's in December, they're already setting up for that Umaga Cena Rumble title match, right?
Right. Probably.
Yeah.
So, and in the meantime, he was probably at some point with his thing with Jeff Hardy, right? So, so it was a complete Umaga just steamrolling Jeff, and Jeff's good at taking punishment. I mean, hey, he feuded with the Dudleys, right? So, so Umaga is just more of the same. I would say Bubba Ray is like an honorary Samoan in that case. Maybe it's Bubba Ray that blocked you on Impact, Mike. That could be.
That would make so much sense.
I think he was really involved with stuff over there. Maybe I'm thinking of Ring. But anyways.
Anyway.
But no, it was you can tell this is in the middle of this like, hey, here's what Umaga can do without his person. It's kind of like
his handler.
Yeah, without his handler, it's like what happens when Kamala is unchained, kind of thing. I mean, he was a proto.
What happens when Samoans stop being polite and start getting real violent?
Yeah. Also, this is a thing. I don't know if this would play today. I know they allude to it with like Paul Heyman promos, but I don't think you could have like this tribal, savage Samoan thing
Yeah,
today.
Yeah.
I think it depends on how it's done.
Yes.
Because they did a little bit something like that on NXT with Malcolm Bivens bringing in Rinku and Sarov.
Yeah, but they weren't like they're like okay, there was like homage tribal kind of look to you.
Yeah, like it wasn't overt like Kamala.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, even like AOP was kind of like
I think
just
Umaga would be
guided
okay.
mercenaries when they started.
but Umaga was like monster, not talking the same language. Like, I would say, like, especially the way they play it here, I think accents that, like, you know, doesn't understand that he lost the match kind of
Yeah,
idea.
But I think that just showed like more that came across to me as like his brutality and just
like he doesn't care.
Yeah,
It's more
like,
that than he doesn't understand.
Like, I think the way it came across to me was like, since he didn't have like his handler there, he didn't have anyone to tell him when to stop.
Or was he more vicious or more angry because of what happened to him?
True, yeah.
Okay. And is it just like
because like John Cena took out his boy, so
Yes.
he's naturally going to be more angry. So.
yeah, and they were having an on thing go. By the way, the main event became Johnny Nitro versus John Cena, by the way.
Of course it did.
Yeah.
I believe he had Melina at the time. So
Eminem was chef's kiss. I loved it.
Eminem was great.
Eminem's so good.
Oh.
and you think how young he was, you know.
so young.
That's before he like got amazing with Lucha Underground and Impact and now back, right? And got acting jobs.
Well, even like Eminem, you forget their first feud was against Eddie and Ray.
Yeah.
Like
Insane.
right away. Just throw them in there, like jeez.
With like the best in the world, yeah.
Yeah, if you're not going to learn something from Eddie and Ray, there's probably no hope for you.
Literally,
right? So,
right?
Well, Joey Mercury was an ECW guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Joey Matthews and Christian York, like he was in ECW before it got bought. So like, you know, the tendencies were already there.
So he was probably like a 10-year vet at least by the time he got to this point with Johnny.
Yeah.
Johnny was the newer guy because I think he
Tough Enough.
He was a Tough Enough guy, but I don't think he wasn't a straight in, not trained Tough Enough guy. Like it was, I can't remember. They were bringing in indie people at least, right?
Oh, they had people that had some training. I mean,
right.
Ryback was in there. Boogeyman was in there. Like there were people who had some training. But you know, a lot like I remember listening to an interview with The Miz. Like when he got to Tough Enough, he had to forget a lot of what he had been trained.
Yeah, that makes sense. Especially the way that like the WWE dynamic is. It's very different from how most people have been trained, I've heard.
Yeah. So, but yeah, but back to the match. Like, man, Umaga was a bright. I think we were talking up Umaga at this point. We're talking about the end of 2006, right? So we were in our 12th month of this show. So, and I think Umaga was like the best thing to happen at that point.
Umaga, and it's not even just the Umaga gimmick. Because when Jamal came back as 3-minute warning, yes, so good, so good. Like just everything he did well. Like he did very, very well.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we lost Umaga, of course. But man, it was a good run. Great stuff that happened. Great moments. Some that have not held up the test of time, unfortunately, from WrestleMania, because some involved. But we won't talk about that.
Through no fault of his own.
No fault of his own. Hey, man. You're like, they threw Bobby Lashley and Umaga in the highest profile match of that year. And
they took it like champs.
They were great, and that was the first make of Bobby Lashley was them going at it. You know?
Yeah, it's tough being in a WrestleMania main event when you're the 4th and 5th guy talked about.
Yeah.
Very difficult.
Yeah, but you're the ones that need to. But you're the ones that need to put the work in, right?
So, oh yeah, you have to work your ass off if you're the ones that everyone's like, ew.
Yeah.
So, Eli Drake was also on Tough Enough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Same one as Bookie Man. Good call out there.
Oh yeah, if you like go to the Wikipedia of Tough Enough and just click through those rosters, there are a lot of people who tried out for Tough Enough.
So many people were on Tough
became
Enough.
Something.
Yeah.
So many people were on Tough Enough.
It's pretty amazing when you look at that. I mean, it's just kind of like you look at everybody, like, oh, all these people were in NXT, right? So look at AEW and Impact, a lot of that too. Hold on, I'm catching up with the chat room here. So again, you touched on another one, Extreme Rules. What was the date on that Extreme Rules, Mike?
It was in June of. Hold on, let me look it up because I had it. It's just that was the first one that came up for me.
2000, was it 2006 still, or was it 2005?
It might have been 2006, I think.
So this was earlier on. So this was kind of like a revisit, throwing Hardy in there, from the sounds of it.
That's the wrong one. No, wait, it must have been later than that then. Because,
oh, maybe it was 07. Maybe they went back.
Was it when Hardy? Was it when Jeff had the belt? Was it for the belt, Mike?
I should have kept this open when I look. Extreme Rules. No, it's not 2009. Why does it keep showing me that?
Because the search is amazing over there.
No, I'm on Wikipedia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I typed in.
Also gets weird.
Yeah.
Either way, so.
Because it might not have been Extreme Rules. It might have been like a different version of Extreme Rules. One Night Stand.
Okay.
That's what.
Okay.
It was one night. It was One Night Stand Extreme Rules. So it was before.
Like
it was,
the actual.
it was when,
Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah.
It was
Makes
when
sense.
WWE ECW was still a thing.
Really?
Barbs.
Yeah, and that was back in 2006, I think.
Okay, so this is well after that. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, 2008. Excuse me. 2008.
yeah.
It was,
Wow.
and it was the opening match on the show.
Oh wow.
It was a Falls Count Anywhere match.
First match.
Yeah, first match Falls Count Anywhere because fuck it, why
But
not?
it's back when like the Extreme Rules shows had all the
It
stipulations,
was
right?
all Extreme Rules, which made
I'm
it
gonna read
amazing.
the card when I'm done because
I love
I
this.
I may go back and watch the rest of this show.
This is One Night Stand Extreme Rules 06, you said?
Yes.
06?
No, 08.
Oh, 08.
Yes.
God.
So yeah, the Jeff Hardy and Umaga match was great. They brawled all the way up the stairs. Jeff Hardy did a sliding crossbody on the banister of a stairwell.
I love it.
It was fantastic. And then the finish was, you'll probably remember the finish because it was Jeff Hardy doing a swanton off one of the production trucks.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And the landing was obscured from the shot, but I was like,
Vaguely.
okay, I have an eagle eye this time. You can see where the crash pad was pushed out of the way. So it looked like Jeff, it looked like he pushed Umaga off and Umaga landed on concrete, and then Jeff just dove onto him. And it was fantastic.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, it was like
it was fairly seamless. Too.
it was one of those live, like you're not gonna catch those moments,
Right.
and we're just
Yeah.
like, holy shit, this is happening.
Yeah, like when the adrenaline's going and you're
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
watching it, you're
Yeah.
like, oh my god. Yeah.
Like,
it was fairly seamless. It was really nicely done. Okay, so the rest of the matches on this show. To determine the number one contendership for the ECW Championship, there was a Singapore Cane match.
Oh, I love it already.
Is Tommy Dreamer a part of it?
Yeah, it has to be.
Tommy Dreamer,
Uh-huh.
John Morrison,
Oh.
CM Punk,
Okay.
Chavo Guerrero,
Oh my.
and your winner, The Big Show.
The Big Show. Okay, I have this talk all the time. Just stop in your mind's eye for a moment. Forget everything you've lived your entire life. And just imagine that there is someone in this universe, in this world that we associate ourselves with, who goes by the name The Big Show. That's just his name. His name is The Big Show. That is a human being's name.
Do you know why his name was The Big Show? Like the
Well,
original
it's
reason?
the Big Show.
No. The original reason was because he came over from WCW.
Yeah.
What's the initials of the Big Show?
TBS.
The Superstation.
Ah.
That's the original reason.
But it's just like sometimes I stop and think, I'm like, this man, we are led to believe that this man's name is the Big Show.
Yes.
His
First name
driver's
The,
license.
middle name Big.
And that has been his name for the last 22 years.
That's
Something
on
like
his
that.
driver's license. Like, think about it. You go to the DMV and you're like, yeah, here's your driver's license, Mr. Show. And it shows the Big Show. And it's him on his driver's license ID. Like,
The letter B show.
yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Or it's maybe it's one long word is his first name. It's the Big is his first name and Show is the last.
On his wildly entertaining Netflix sitcom.
Is it
That
literally or is it terrible?
No, I actually enjoy it.
Oh, okay.
I enjoy it more than I
It was
enjoy
fine.
it
It was-
more than Fuller House.
Ah.
Yes.
I'm going to get emails for that at goodtimes@wrestlingmayhemshow.com or 412-206-WMS0.
You're gonna get
Anyways.
hate mail.
Yes. Oh, you do not fuck with the Fuller House people.
What a
Have
tribe.
mercy.
Yes. And hey, I'm a Full House fan. Anyways, but I'm trying to recall if they do they call him Paul? Because I'm pretty sure his wife refers to
they
him.
call him Big Show.
His wife
His
refers
wife
to him as
calls
Show.
him Big Show.
So like canonically, his name
Is the Big Show.
The Big Show.
Like, is it? I don't.
Yes.
Do they call him the White Family or anything like that? Or
No.
That
I
sounds
don't know. I
racist
don't-
now.
I'm
so I
pretty
don't like
sure.
that.
Yeah. No, they
Hey.
definitely do.
Please
If they
don't call them the White
family, I'm
This
pretty
was
sure
back in
that's a
March.
Dave Chappelle skit.
this is back in March. It was a different world.
It was in the before times.
Yes.
In the long ago.
Yes, but no, like I'm trying to remember because that's how.
No,
you know.
they don't refer to his family. It's just everyone calls him Big Show.
Yes.
Even I think occasionally his daughters.
His
call him Big Show.
children. I like that he's not even dad. It's just the Big Show. Hey,
Oh.
Big
Sometimes-
Show.
Sometimes they
Will
just
you
call
drive me
him
to-
Show.
Hey, Big Show. I want them to always call him the Big Show. Never any kind like he comes home from work. His wife's like, "Hey, the Big Show. How's it going, babe?"
Okay, I'm checking on this. Okay, according to the cast listing on Google, the family like Big Show is just the Big Show. Yes. Taylor Swift is in this?
No, what?
What?
That's so
What?
funny.
Oh no, somebody plays
No,
Taylor
no,
Swift.
no,
Okay,
there-
I read
no,
it backwards. I read it
Ziggy,
backwards.
there's an entire Taylor Swift episode
Yeah.
I love that.
without Taylor Swift.
Yes. Well, they have somebody that plays Taylor Swift, and she doesn't even have a headshot. The rest of the family are the Whites.
Oh,
and
okay.
spelled as his last name and everything. So that is.
So that is like.
So it's not.
But he's not Paul White. He's the Big Show.
No,
He
no.
is
But
the
I
Big
mean,
Show.
we do. I have no answers for this. I don't.
It's honestly, it's a fun show.
It is a fun show.
That's
Urkel's
fun.
in it. Urkel is in it,
Aw,
and
Urkel.
it's fantastic. And just like back on Family Matters, they have a wrestling episode
Aw, I
that
like
involves
that.
him.
Well, to be
Oh.
fair, every episode is kind of a wrestling episode.
Well, but they actually have
Because
one
it
with a ring. Okay,
Involves
yes.
the Big
Show.
Show.
Big Show.
Yes.
Okay. You wanna
I'm-
hear the
Wait. Oh, if I didn't just change my name to Kosha Dillz, I'd go to the Zig Show.
No, but that's where you can be for like a WrestleMania weekend show.
The Zig Show.
Yes, and you have to try a choke slam.
Yeah, that sounds like a Janela spring break gimmick.
Oh,
there.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I love it. It's the Zig Show.
Give me a Halloween gimmick battle royal where.
Oh, fuck yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god.
Who's messaging me now?
We get you a one shoulder.
It's someone telling
Oh,
you,
no,
please stop talking about the Big Show. We don't want to hear it. The ratings are
they're
going
so mad. They're so
The ratings are
mad.
going so down.
Oh no.
Dave says, Remember when Vince called him the Big Nasty once?
Well, that was that era, right? The ECW
The
era.
Big Nasty
He was
Show.
the Big
Big
Oh,
Nasty. No, not the Big Show. Just the Big Nasty.
TBN, which I believe is a religious channel.
Which I'm pretty sure that would be his team name if he ever teamed with Lacey Evans.
All right, I think we've digested.
Hold on. I have to give you. The rest of the
wait. We're
card.
on the second match.
God, come on, Sorg.
We haven't even talked about what we're supposed to be talking about.
Sorg, we need to recap the rest of One Night Stand 2008.
But no, I am actually very interested.
The next match was John Cena versus JBL in a First Blood match.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I'm going home and watching this immediately.
Yes, this show sounds fantastic. Because I remember
so
the main event.
excited.
The main event is fucking great.
I'm so excited.
The next match, Beth Phoenix versus Melina in an I Quit match.
Jeez.
Honestly, that's probably pretty fire. I love Beth Phoenix.
Yes. It's longer than the Singapore Kane match.
Oh, fuck yeah. Let's go, Beth Phoenix. Let's go, Melina.
And then we have Batista and Shawn Michaels in a stretcher match.
Batista and Shawn Michaels.
Yes.
What?
In a stretcher match.
Yeah, I'm ditching AEW Dark and watching this while I edit the show tonight.
Oh, I am
Exactly.
immediately going home and watching this.
And here's the best part of the show. Not because of content, because I haven't seen it in years, but because of the people involved and the time of the match. Okay?
Okay.
Triple H and Randy Orton in a last man standing match.
Yes.
And it is under 15 minutes.
Oh, damn.
Yes. This is the unicorn.
It feels like that sometimes.
This is the unicorn. This is because Randy Orton has at least 8 minutes of rest holds in every match.
Yes.
You can't do that in the last minute.
That's a solid 5 minutes before someone quits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Triple H, I'm pretty sure it was in his contract at some point, at least has to have a 20-minute match. This is under 15, so it's
so
gotta
something
be
went terribly wrong.
Either something went terribly wrong, or it's just amazing.
Yes.
And
I can't wait.
And that's not the main event.
I hope not.
The main event for the vacant World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, that vacant got it again.
Oh, yeah. A tables, ladders, and chairs match.
Of course.
The Undertaker versus Edge.
In 2008, yes.
In 2008. So
I keep
it's
hitting my mic.
good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Chef's kiss. I'm going home and watching this. I love that.
Yeah. I'm excited. to
Whether
watch
it
this
will be ironically or unironically, the future is to decide.
Oof.
Oh,
the
man.
Zig show was evoked in the chat room.
It was
Oh,
evoked.
The Zig show for Dolph Ziggler.
Tina
Oh,
says that
oh.
Dolph Ziggler doesn't use it. You know what? Screw it. Dolph Ziggler is literally stolen from any wrestler that's blonde in the past 20 years. So I think you're
And
fine. Yeah, exactly.
Stolen.
Yeah.
Well, with that, let's find out what our assignment is for next week from Jacob Edwin.
Hello, class. This is time for another weekly assignment via Edwin's Lessons. I am, of course, Professor Jacob Edwin, here to give you your weekly assignment. I decided to go with a This Week in Wrestling theme for this assignment. This Week in Wrestling, about 19 years ago, we saw the Unification Tournament for the World Championship and the WWF Championship. December 9th, 2001. At WWF Vengeance, a four-man tournament for the Undisputed Championship that most of us remember Chris Jericho winning and walking away the very shocking winner of that tournament. I've decided to pick Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Kurt Angle for this match. A couple reasons. One, crowd reaction all throughout this match. They're for it. They're absolutely for it, and this is a competitive match. You don't get to see Stone Cold Steve Austin wrestle like this very often. So please enjoy, because he had no choice against a wrestling machine like Kurt Angle. Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments. You can watch my review of this match on Wrestling Mayhem Show, wherever podcasts are found. You can support me at prowrestlingtees.com/Jacob Edwin. Please summon your brains and let me know what you think. Thank you.
I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah, I mean,
Angle
That's
Stone
good.
Cold around this time was like
Good.
peak stuff.
it's gonna be a good match. It's not the best match on the show. Undertaker versus RVD for the hardcore title.
Oh fuck yes. Oh fuck yes.
Oh, wow.
I want to get RVD's face tattooed on my face. That's how much I love
On your
RVD.
face.
Just over my face. I want RVD's face. That's how much I love him.
And all of a sudden, she just starts talking about weed all the time. I don't know what's happening.
It's weird.
That's weird.
And Katie
she kept
Thorpe
saying
just comes out of
cool
nowhere
and mad
twerking
all
on
the
me.
time.
Yeah.
I love it.
And then she gets banned from Twitch or whatever
can't.
promotion she's in.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
On that note.
Moat.
Yes.
Hey, it's by the way, it's nice that 4 months into the segment, he has a name for it now.
Oh yeah.
Took you long enough, fucker.
We have got to get you guys together to hash this out.
I've invited him on the show.
I know.
Countless times.
And he said he's considering it as of last week. So on the Christmas, he's
Yeah,
been invited.
consider this.
And Jacob Edwins has been invited to the Christmas show, which already we have booked Chris LaRusso and Tatiana Rose. So
Yes.
so already we got a few people on the show. So it's going to be a little crowded, but he's welcome on, and finally the two of you can settle your differences.
I hope he brings his diploma.
I know you've shown yours.
I have.
Yeah.
I have.
So
I have a master's in science of professional wrestling.
So we'll get you guys both on the horn, and you'll compare the size of your diplomas, and we can finally move on from this.
Well, I'm changing my name to the Big Show, so
Good.
The Big Diploma. That's me. The Big Diploma, Mad Mike.
Wow. Worst wrestling gimmick ever.
The big
The big diploma.
Hey, you know what?
Has any education-based gimmick done anything ever?
The Genius did pretty well.
Oh, that's true.
And plus, the Big Diploma is gonna school ya. Boom. That's it.
I have to go. Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared.
Guys.
Thank you.
What's your?
You guys are in the town of Shane Douglas. You should know educational gimmicks can work.
Guys, what'd you learn from wrestling this week?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So much.
I've learned. Let me.
Go ahead.
I have to ask. I have to look at the internet for a second.
Okay,
and
that's
then
fine.
I'll remember.
We can do.
Maybe I'll remember.
Tina says scholar dick measuring contest for the holidays. Just peachy.
That's what you're tuning into the show for.
Hey, it wouldn't be the Wrestling Mayhem show if we didn't bring a little mayhem. Am I right?
Hey, respect the Pat McAfee.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
He can go.
That's what I learned between the stuff that he did. He's in there with the best of the best. Let's make that clear. Obviously, there's that, but the things that he did. Remember when we talked about Dominic Mysterio, and you're like, well, he's in against Seth. Of course, he had a great match, but it's like the things he did that Seth would have nothing to do with. Like his part of the equation was spot on, right? Yeah. Pat McAfee, no, he's not doing Dominic Mysterio moves, but he's not a damn luchador, but being put in probably has to be one of the most difficult matches to be a part of.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah,
8 people in there, all the hardware, things like that. I mean, organizing that, it's like the Royal Rumble. It has to be maddening, right? Royal Rumble's probably worse to work out. You got 30 people. But anyways, but between what he did off of the cage, what he he got thrown backwards, and the table was way too far.
Yeah.
And he still he took it. It looks like he took it on his
badass.
upper shoulders, right?
Yeah.
Which, goodbye to your shoulders.
Yeah.
First of all. Also,
He
goodbye to your
almost took it
neck.
on the back of his head. He almost did.
Yeah. It was
His neck does not feel good today.
no
On this day, I promise
well,
you.
On top of, and I saw several wrestlers saying the paraphrase statement of, "How do you feel knowing that Pat McAfee did a better promo than you can do?"
Yeah.
Which he sold the fucking pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Going out there every week and running those promos, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, he was out there, he was the asshole, he was the Four Horsemen, he was the J.J. Dillon. Like, he did it, right? I'm not going to say he cut a Ric Flair level promo, but, like, he fucking did it. And then he shows up on his own podcast on Monday. And shoot or not, I don't know, and I don't care, okay? But he showed up in a neck brace.
I love this. I love that. Oh, what a dude.
Did you see the picture of this?
Yeah.
Yes. And I don't know if he wore it today on Tuesday.
I hope he did. Everywhere.
But it was...
He sold the fuck out of it.
He sold the fuck out of it. Or he's real fucking hurt, which
I
hopefully
mean-
not. But
Whether it's shoot or not, I don't care. I love that.
like, it doesn't matter. The fact that he did that, even if he is hurt, it's the
I'm
best.
glad he's doing it. if he is actually
I'm
hurt,
glad
take care of
he's following
yourself.
The advice of medical professionals.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely, and that is wonderful. And we were all like, he's just another one of these guys. We're like, fuck this guy coming off of a field into a wrestling ring as you normally would, and he proved himself more than Kevin Green did. Sorry, Kevin. Call back.
More than Kevin Green and Mongo.
Yeah.
As much as I love Mongo, main event of WrestleMania Mongo.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Ziggy, did you figure out?
I actually
Mongo
just
Michael
now did.
has been involved in more WrestleMania events than Kurt Hennig. Think about that.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
I did just now get what I learned from wrestling, and
Yes.
I learned it about 2 minutes ago because I went on the WWE Twitter just because I was like, oh, maybe it'll spark some memory, and they're like doing like nominations for the Slammy Awards now,
Yes.
and so this week in wrestling, I learned that Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura are a tag team. I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea.
I-
But they're nominated for a Slammy Award.
I was not confirmed that they are still a tag team.
They're nominated for
they-
a Slammy Award.
They were for a bit. They had the title. They had the SmackDown title. So
Well, that doesn't mean they're a tag team at this
no,
point.
no, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
But they were nominated, so I was like, oh, that is what I've learned in this exact moment.
Somebody just sent me.
It's a weird version of the bar.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked it. I did like it at the beginning when they had like Well, they were teamed up with Sami Zayn around WrestleMania. Remember?
Oh, no, yeah,
right?
that was sick.
So
And that was super good.
yes.
Because Sami
Yeah,
Zayn
and they
is
had a
gold.
3-on-1 handicap match against Braun Strowman.
Sami Zayn right now is, he's so good.
By the way, from the WrestleMania, from the Wrestling Mayhem Show news desk, I was just been sent this. It's a video. And it's Pat McAfee with a clip from his show, and the text on this is, the good news is I don't have a broken freaking neck.
Nice.
So that is your update today. But and somebody follows up with a gif of Kevin Nash standing up from the wheelchair with a cast to not have a cast on. So I think we stand by everything we just said about Pat McAfee.
I do.
Yes.
I still feel the
Yes.
same way.
Yes, absolutely. It's like he got thrown off of the Titan Tower. So,
Yeah.
Mad Mike, what did you learn from wrestling this week?
Oh God, I learned a lot. I learned this a couple weeks ago, but I forgot about it. This goes over my overarching theme of talking smack is the best thing still in professional wrestling these days. But a couple weeks ago, the Street Profits were on Talking Smack, and they came up with the best nickname for Paul Heyman I've ever heard in my life. And I'm going to wait for Sorg to stop drinking because he will spit out his liquid if I say this while he has fluid in his mouth. The Street Profits, it was the Paul Heyman was showing them respect, and Street Profits respected the heck out of Paul Heyman and called him the Jew who can do.
Fuck.
I was reminded of this because of all of our Hannakah talk. And I'm like, that's right. I wanted to mention this week's.
Is that a? I wish I would have thought of that.
Yeah.
It's
For
Paul
what?
Heyman. Paul Heyman almost breaks.
I love that.
Like he's real close.
You
can tell he was not expecting that, and he really likes it, and he almost broke.
For a really long time, my Twitter name was the Rabbi of the Revolution, because that's what Paul Heyman calls himself in ECW's One Night Stand at the beginning. And I truly just think that's beautiful, I truly just
And
I think that's beautiful. And I am the Rabbi of the Revolution.
It's said with all the reverence in the world. Like they know that he's on SmackDown and he's helping everyone there, and he's like, "Yo, man, that's a Jew who can do." Like
the Jew who can do.
Like it's perfect.
That's my line when I run for any form of politician. First of all, imagine me as a politician. Second of all, Ziggy Haim, the Jew who can do.
2021, anything can happen at this point. So
she's the fucking Jew who can do. Take that in whatever way you want. She's the Jew who can do. Do what? She can do it.
Looks good on a yard sign.
Exactly.
Oh wow.
But seriously, watch Talking Smack. Everyone, just watch Talking Smack.
It's free. It's free.
It's free, and it's so, and Billy Kay is on there trying to offer her services to the Riot Squad this week.
I love the Iconics so much.
And she calls them Mr. Riot's Squad.
I love it.
Like Hogan's Heroes?
Well, like Charlie's Angels?
She's trying to figure out how to address them collectively. So she's like Mr. Riot's Squad, Mr. Riot Squads, Mrs. Riot. Like she doesn't.
Oh, she's trying to figure out the pronoun.
Or like how
pronoun?
to when you make it when you make it when there's multiples, when there's the
plural?
The pluralization.
Plural.
But they're already a squad. Isn't squad already
but you can have
it needs to be the double plural.
Welcome to your wrestling vocabulary lesson. None of us are qualified.
English is hard.
Yes, the English major doesn't work for this show anymore. Tina Key says that she learned that with that dive, it gave us all a shining example of what the case of the Mondays are in 2020. Now, are you talking about Pat McAfee or Io Shirai?
I was going to say her putting the trash can on her.
The sad part is
Io turned into Forky from Toy Story 4.
Yes. The gift that was put out by WWE did not include her face as she's pulling the can down. And she's just like, something fuck else gonna happen.
And then she retweeted that gif and just said, "I'm trash."
I don't like that she became all of us in 2 seconds. And she knew damn well what she was doing. She knew all of these millennials were going to be like, "You're right. You are right. That's me."
Io Shirai, you beautiful human.
Yes.
Oh, so much fun, so much good stuff, and hell, we even watched half of Impact Wrestling tonight.
And then it just turned off.
I didn't.
Except Mike. Well, He's blocked.
It turned off because the gods were angry.
He's blocked on Twitter and in his heart.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, now I have my new Twitter heading.
Ziggy!
Yeah.
Where can people find you on social media again?
All of my social medias are Ziggy Haim, so you can follow at Ziggy Haim on Instagram, Twitter. You can follow me at Ziggy Haim, but also I'm Kosha Dillz. So if you type in Kosha Dillz, I will show up, but also probably a rapper. That is not me.
If you're listening to the audio version, you get to pick which is which.
Which is which? You don't know.
Yes.
Am I a 39-year-old rapping male? Or Ziggy Haim? You don't know. Yeah, that's where you can find me everywhere. Please don't try and find me on Facebook. I'm never on it. I do not like it.
Mike is reading something else. Ignore him. We'll get to him in a second.
I did a Twitter search for Kosha Dillz, and I found Kosha Dillz.
Did you find the man?
Yes.
The actual rapper?
It may take.
He's a rapper based in New York City.
It may take a second for your new change to populate in the search. Let's be clear about this.
He has a new LP out called "Nobody Cares Except You," and it was out on October 16th.
Yeah, well, this guy's getting a lot of promotion for not being on this show.
Wait, I can. Kosha Dillz net worth. Let's look if we can find that. Because people have searched that. His net worth is $8 million.
Whoa.
And he's a Virgo.
Mad Mike 483 on the Twitters.
YouTube.com/Poppy. Haven't done that one in a while, but why the fuck not?
We can all use
And also look up Kosha Dillz on YouTube.
Yeah.
Apparently. And with the luck of how we roll with this show, he'll end up being performing at the next takeover. For all we know.
I can't wait. Oh my God! For me.
If we're at the end of Triple H's workout playlist with Black Sabbath getting on this month, maybe.
We're at the end of H's workout playlist. Oh my God, that's what they're doing.
It is.
What they're doing.
I'm like,
It's just Triple H's one Spotify playlist.
Yeah.
He has one Spotify playlist with 15 songs on it.
Yeah, and it's just like, what's the next show? Oh, let me see here. How about War Pigs? Like Black Sabbath? I mean,
they're like, that's not really down with the kids, Hunter. Like he was like, that's what the playlist says.
That's what I was doing when I was doing Dillz.
So instead of imposing awkward storylines involving his own daughter, Triple H's "They're Gonna Love This Shit" is just more Black Sabbath, AC/DC, and Lemmy.
Talking about Lemmy.
Yes.
Every second he can.
Yes.
Ziggy.
Yes.
Ziggy. Kosha Dillz has a merch page.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Kosha Dillz has a sweatshirt that is done in the font of Dunkin' Donuts.
We talking about
I am.
She looks like she's gonna cry.
You will have it in a second.
Yeah.
So we talked about
in a second.
We talked about rebirths when wrestling comes back. Is that going to be you just wearing Kosha Dillz merchandise as you come out?
I'm gonna have this man sponsor me.
He
has
also-
an $8 million net worth. Okay.
He's also COVID conscious. He has a mask that is all pickles, so we can cross promote this with "Put a Pickle on It."
You know
Sorg, there's a marketing opportunity here.
Absolutely, we gotta make this happen. I don't even know where we need to end the show. Sorgatron on the Twitter. Please check out again Colossal Mike Law of Fight Underground and ECWA. Yes, he's that guy that did a dive through a chair this weekend. You may have seen the GIF happen. So we do talk about that too. So go check that out. That'll be this Friday on the Indy Wrestling US Facebook and YouTube page. And you can watch that at 10 p.m. after SmackDown goes off air in most markets. So I don't know what that translates to your time zone. Eastern time, yes. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Patreon supporters. Again, keep an eye out for those extra messages. Keep an eye on our social media. We're putting a lot of clips up there. We'd love if you shared it with your friends. I think I have a lot of notes from this episode, guys. So watch that. Watch all the
Mike,
social
his
media.
merch is so good.
Thank you, Ziggy, for joining us. Happy Hannakah.
Thank you. Thank you so much for my gift, and I can't wait to do stuff with it.
Yes, after you boil it.
Yeah.
Maybe not so close to your face.
You're right.
Yeah. So thank you guys.
love it.
Thank you guys so much. Mayhem out.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Do what you
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.